Anyways, time to move on to the next game. Manchester United, after a shaky start, to say the least.
What do you mean? It was a shaky start. Oh, you're talking about the season or this game as well?
Both?
Because I'm telling honestly, it was not looking good, bruv. Like the first two games, bruv, or the first 2 minutes, bruv. Like we went 2 goals down within 4 minutes, sorry. And I was losing my mind. I was like, what the fuck is happening again? Like, it's seriously, we don't learn. Like, look, the first goal was a quick counter, and we literally had all of our players up forward. I don't know why we decided. We do that a lot, but it's just like the first 2 minutes. It's like Forest is still fresh. Like I've mentioned, like Forest are a pretty good countering side. Like you've alluded to, literally what you've said in the last episodes too. And we've literally our last defender, our last player was Wan Bissaka, and he was just on top of the D of the box, like when the corner was going in for us, and then Rashi sort of read it, the ball going back. After Bissaka missed the header, which, to recycle the ball back. I get it. That's why we pressed high, whatever. Because Bissaka's going to be there ready to get it back in there, but he fucked it. So Rashi starts running back at Awoniyi, and he just leaves him for dead.
Turns into Prime Mbappe.
Leaves him for dead, bro. Goes
far out.
Goes what? Like
I didn't know he had those legs on him.
Nah, not at all, man. Well, you see how he's scored this many goals consecutively now, and in the Premier League, 7 games now?
Yeah, 7 games in a row now.
7 games now, so he didn't take him too long to score against us, and I think he was already thinking about the next week about against you guys.
Yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
8 in a row, I don't know.
Let's see. We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, look, I think like all in all in that game, we really scraped that win because we luckily they had a red card as well, and we had a penalty, a pretty soft penalty in fact too. But yeah, I think the one issue I got out of it last week, I found it really hard to find an issue with United because of how like mind blown I was by the shit start we had. But now I feel like what our issue is, and it showed at the start, is we don't really take team strength seriously enough, like we didn't with Tottenham. With Wolves, they don't really have any strengths. If I'm honest, they do. They're pretty good in terms of Wolves are okay. Wolves are okay. I'm not giving them enough credit, but I feel like with Tottenham, we didn't respect them enough.
With Wolves though, it's a new team almost. Like they lost a lot of players, changing a lot of new things, so it's hard to sort of.
But it's like they knew
them because they don't.
Do you know what they had that like you mentioned, and which is a pretty weird like phenomenon that happens in football, sport in general, when new managers come along.
Oh yeah.
And like they just wanna win and prove the last system wrong. Is like there's a reason why that didn't work. We're going to go into this next first game and we're going to absolutely obliterate and just kill it. And then that's what Wolves did against us. We didn't learn from it. Went to the Tottenham game. Again, didn't respect the opponent enough because they had a new manager as well. 2 games. 2 games in, I get it. But then this Forest team, wow, seriously, they started electric, and again, we just didn't respect them, but we somehow got back in that game.
Yeah,
we did okay, but Casemiro again showing signs of a few weaknesses. Sorry, but yeah, look, I'm gonna leave it at that for this week with United. I think United. There's room for improvement, but thankfully we got the 3 points. Luckily we're at home, and being 2-0 down can't be too pissed off.
Good fight back.
At least we got back.